Assalamualaikum ta'u lecturer Dr. SHAZALI SHAHARUDIN. My name is AMIERA MAISARA binti Muhammad RASHID with metric number 2023268896, and in this video, I will be explain the financial accounting and reporting of a sole proprietorship along with my friends EMIE ARDIANA binti AHMAD PAISAL 2023820178 and MAIZATUL NURKHALISAH binti SHAM 2023277028. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise is a food manufacturing business whereby their core business is producing and selling varieties of snack food such as keripik. Located at Tangkak, Johor, the business was established in the year 2011 and founded by Anita, a 49-year-old woman, as of 2023. She started the business with her own personal saving with the amount of 10,000 ringgit as startup capital. As for their business activities, Edaran Sharifah Enterprise operates by conducting activity of manufacturing and selling varieties of snack food.
Edaran Sharifah Enterprise is a sole proprietorship company. As you can see, there is a proof that the company are registered with the Companies Commission of Malaysia, or we call it as SSM. At the beginning of this business, the capital are fully contributed by the owner, which is called as Puan Sharifah. All of the management and controlling work are managed by the owner with the help of her workers. Since Edaran Sharifah Enterprise is a sole proprietorship company, that means the liability is unlimited. As we know, if the business fails and the assets are not enough to cover the debt, the payables have right against the owner personal properties. The company also do not have to prepare the books of accounts since there is no legal option of doing that. Next, the classification of the business item. Firstly, asset. Assets are the properties owned by a business. There are two types of asset, which is non-current asset and current asset. Non-current asset have a useful life more than 1 year. For example, machinery and property. Current asset are either cash or can be converted into cash within 1 year. For example, cash in hand, cash in bank, and account receivable. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise has their own property located in Tangkak, Johor. They also own variety kind of machines since their product needs to be processed using the machine. Not only that, they also own equipment such as table for the workers to do their work and also a computer for them to enter the data. Secondly, owner equity. Owner equity represent owners supply fund to their business for acquisition of asset for the business. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise own 4x4 Ford Ranger. The car is used to buy company goods, deliver customer orders, complete company affairs, and so on. Thirdly, liability. Liability are the funds supplied by external parties to the business for the acquisition of asset. There are two types of liabilities, which is non-current liabilities and current liabilities. Non-current liabilities are amount owed by the business that are not repaid within 1 year. For example, long-term loan, mortgage, and debenture. Current liabilities are amount owed by the business that are to be paid within 1 year. For example, short-term loans, bank overdraft, and account payables. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise have a debt with Teko Nasional. The company will pay a set of amount of every month until the debt is paid off. Next, revenue. Revenue is all of the money it has earned. For example, net income or incorporated expenses such as a cost of goods sold, operating expenses, taxes, and interest expenses. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise will make a sales listing for every month. As you can see in this slide, the company made a list based on the payment method. This company accepts various types of payment methods such as debit, credit, online banking, and others. Lastly, expenses. Expenses are the cost of asset, consumed or services used in the process of earning income. Edaran Sharifah Enterprise spend their money on expenses such as raw material, packaging, gas and diesel, salaries, machine repair, and other overhead. As you can see, these are the example of the raw material they purchase in order to produce their product. That's all from me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, now I will explain about how the business process and record its financial transaction. The recording of the business consists of transaction, source document, journal, and ledgers. Okay, let's move to the first process, which is transaction. This is the example of Edaran Sharifah Enterprise transaction in a week. As we can see on the 1st September 2023, Rupiah Nurizwatin returned goods worth 88 ringgit and the company paid 145 ringgit and 2 cents for factory's petrol supply. On the 2nd September 2023, the company purchased other stock from supplier for 174 ringgit. As for 3rd of September, the company purchased raw material from Megamart for 20 ringgit and 40 cents. For 4 September 2023, the company paid 81 ringgit for gas and diesel purchase. As for 5 September 2023, the company purchased another raw material for 66 ringgit and 90 cents on credit. On 6 September 2023, the company paid in cash to Chongse Enterprise and Baugul Marketing Sdn Bhd for 50 ringgit and 29 ringgit relatively. And lastly, on 7 September 2023, the company purchased packaging material for 37 ringgit and 75 cents from One Station Sdn Bhd. After we analyze business transaction, we are moving on to the next process, which are source document. Every time a company gets or spends money, the source document is produced. Depending on the what kind of the transaction, source documents are different. Example of source documents in accounting sector include receipt, bills, voucher, invoices, debit note, and credit note. In our interview, the owner said that the source document involved in her business only received when there's transaction such as buying or selling goods or service. The business worked through transaction in cash and credit. For example, for any raw material or another type of credit purchase from supplier, it will be on a credit. From the transaction, the company will receive invoices from the supplier and they will settle the payment in a 1-month period. For certain purchases, the company will do transaction by cash and they will receive receipt from the seller as the confirmation of the payment. Next is the journal. A journal entry is a record of business transaction in the accounting books of a business. A properly documented journal entry consists of correct date, the amount to be debited and credited, and also the description of the transaction. From our interview, after the company received sale receipt from the supplier, the accountant will record all the transactions they have made in the SQL system. After that, they will keep the receipt in one file after making the soft copy of the receipt. You guys must be wondering, what is SQL system? SQL system is an accounting software that can cater small businesses to large organizations. SQL account will automatically commit all the accounting double entries for every transaction. This will speed up the bookkeeping process by reducing human error and ensuring the accounting efficiencies. Last one is the ledger. A ledger is a record used to store bookkeeping entries for balance sheet and income statements transaction. From our interview, the owner said to prepare a ledger that will transfer data from the journal into a ledger. But since Edaran Sharifah Enterprise already record the journal in the SQL system, they will also prepare a ledger using SQL system. Accounting data stored in the SQL database server can be used as its user interface, so it is easier to prepare a ledger since all the transactions of the business already recorded on the server. Their transactional data in the general ledger is classified as asset, expenses, liabilities, revenue, and owner's equity. Besides, the owner also said that she will record all this information at the end of the week and month. That's all from me. I will pass it to AMIERA MAISARA for the further explanation about the strength of the business.
These are the strengths for this company. Firstly, the business has an efficient sales management. For example, SQL account has user-defined fields that can be easily altered and customized. With user-defined fields, the owner of the business can create a perfect document that suits her business size and workflow. Secondly, the business mostly record their transaction and statements in online platform. Therefore, the financial statement can be referred anytime and anywhere because it can get accessed easily. Lastly, a good method of documentation. Proper documentation can ensure the accuracy and completeness of transaction as well as provides evidence of what has transpired in the business. That's all from us. Thank you so much.